So first of all, we would like to welcome you to our small office. We just moved here a few months ago, and you guys enjoy the beautiful view we see every day. Unfortunately, we sometimes see the sunrise and the sunset, so it's interesting. But yeah, the whole idea is to bring back what we do and share it with the community. I'll walk you a bit of what we do and how we got and why we got here. So basically what we do, we like to say to call ourselves the ultimate cloud. We are the cloud that's built for the AI era. I'll ask this, how many people raise their hand knew about Nebius before coming here? Okay, that's good. So now more people will know. How many people use Nebius today? Okay, good. So we have, yeah, the stock is great, but I won't ask who invested and who is not, but yeah, we will talk today about the cloud and what we do. So a bit about what we do is, as I mentioned, we build a cloud for the new era of AI. Most of the company here in the US and in Amsterdam is engineering led. We have, I would say about 80% of the company is engineering. Basically what we do, we take the GPUs from NVIDIA. We are a very close partner of NVIDIA. We take all the networking around it, and we build the cloud from the ground up, from the walls of the data centers up to the platform that runs all of your jobs and all of your training. We are traded on NASDAQ. As I mentioned, we are working closely with NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is one of the biggest investors in Nebius, so everything we do is together with them. We are the first one to try the new GPUs. For example, we are now already working about Vera Rubin and already on the new generation of GPUs that will come to the market. So this is how it looks like. As I mentioned, we build the data center, we build the racks, we make sure to optimize it and to make sure we have as much uptime as possible. And our goal is to keep optimizing and to basically generate more and more out of the same GPUs. In regards to where we operate, you can see here, and I don't know if you can see all the dates, but I joined in October. So this one is 1 gigawatt. So when I joined, we were planning to have 1 gigawatt of power. In November, we already doubled it to 2. In February, we are at 3, and we are currently projecting to hit 4. And this should be updated because we just announced that we'll get to 5. Okay, so just to keep it into perspective, this is like almost a few big cities in terms of electricity. What you see in purple is existing data centers. So we have one in Israel, we have in the UK, Finland, Iceland, and in the US. And all the yellow is actually data centers that will come live later this year and next year. Just to keep something in mind, most of it is already sold and used. So even now when we talk to customers, we are talking about future capacity. I'm sure you all know about how crazy the demand for GPU is. So this is my favorite data center. It's actually not far from here. It's located in Modi'in. We have 4,000 B200 that are actually, some of it is funded by the Israeli Innovation Authority. So I'll raise it here. So we won a tender to provide GPUs to the Israeli economy and the academia. So 300 of those GPUs, because I've seen some researchers and professors from the universities. So if you are a part of a university that is already working with Mahba or Vera, if you know, you have access to very low price GPUs. And also, if you are a part of the ecosystem and an Israeli company, you have access to another 700 GPUs for a subsidized price by the Israeli government. This is tax money that all of us paid, so you can take and claim some of it back. As I mentioned, we are building 2 more data centers, so we'll have another data center coming live in December and the other one in January in Modi'in and in Masamiya. And we're also planning to expand and grow our existing infrastructure. So if you look at Nebius, this is how it looks like. So we have at the bottom, we have all the GPUs that I'm sure all of you are familiar with, from H100 to H200 up to Vera Rubin. On top of it, we have virtual machines that we provide with managed Kubernetes. We provide our own storage. We could provide VAST and Weka on top of it. Everything is connected with InfiniBand, and on top of it, we have all the MLOps. So you can run all your managed MLflow, VLLM, SGLang, everything that you need to either train models or run inference. And on top of that, we have our models, and we have our token factory that I'll talk about in a second. This is a short list of our customers in the world and in Israel. So we are working with Meta, with Microsoft, with Cursor. With Cursor in Israel, we're working with companies like The Card and others. So I will be happy to have you on the list, and there are many more. And I'll walk you a bit through something that's, I'm not sure this is exactly what all of you are doing, but it's very relevant for today's conversation. So I'm sure you all heard about Anthropic Fable and what's happening with the US government and the whole discussion about open source and frontier models. So what we've seen, and this is something we already saw about 6 months ago, and we kind of predicted the future, or not. Maybe everyone saw that. But we've seen that there is a big issue with the frontier models, with the closed source models, and that it's basically either very expensive to run that, and it was already expensive before they raised the prices, and there was a big issue on performance. You couldn't control the latency, you couldn't control, and you couldn't affect anything. It's basically you get tokens and you get what you get, and that's it. You cannot do anything in between. And what we've seen is that we have our own capacity. We have a lot of GPUs, and we've seen customers using our inference. So we basically came out with a managed inference solution. So today on Token Factory, you can run all the open source models, DeepSeek, Qwen, Llama, Kimi, NVIDIA, Nemotron, and so on. You can have dedicated clusters for you. So we have a public endpoint where you can just run tokens, and you guys are welcome to use it today. And if you actually want to use it in production, we can also have a dedicated cluster for you. You can put it anywhere you need in the world on specific GPUs, help you with optimizing the performance, getting more tokens per GPU, and actually serve the ecosystem. We've seen, I can tell you, just since last weekend, like we already seen a huge increase after what happened. And I would recommend, if you didn't try the open source models, we are seeing some models perform better than the frontier models in specific use cases. So the quality is there, and you can also continue to do fine tuning and post training on top of it. So a bit of who is using it, actually companies like Monday.com, Revolut, if you are familiar with them, are running all of their cases on top of Token Factory. So they have a fraud detection that's built on those open source models. Shopify, up to VLLM, Hugging Face, and so on. We did 2 major acquisitions. That's happened last month. We are really investing into that product and into inference. We do believe that if we started by helping customers train models and go from, I don't know, a cluster of 32 GPUs to 10,000 GPUs, we are now seeing that inference is where they actually run it and where they need the optimization. So we bought a really strong team. I don't know if you guys heard about Eigen AI. So they're already a part of Nebius. They're helping us with the optimization, basically getting more and more tokens per GPU. And Clarify, that's also help us mostly around KV caching and scheduling. And the last one, which is also something we are really proud of, is Tavily. How many of you use Tavily? Okay, just 1, 2. So Tavily are actually sitting with us here in the same building. We acquired an Israeli company that is actually, I would say this is the base of our R&D in Israel. So they keep on hiring. If you are interested, talk to us and look at our careers. We are basically building the agentic search engine for the, I would say, the AI era. So this is coming on top of all the infrastructure we have and provide additional services to our customers. One other thing that we are proud of is our Nebius Academy. How many of you are familiar with the Nebius Academy or part of? Okay, so one thing I can see here that we have a lot to learn today, so that's good. So Nebius Academy is our educational, I would say, organization that help to bring the AI, I would say, knowledge and all the training and fine-tuning and basically things you can do on top of Nebius, and we do it for free. So there is already an AI performance engineer course that is, I think, was fully booked. It's a few hundreds of people. It's both online and in the class. You guys should look up and join. And basically, our role is to help engineers or developers become AI engineers, to help them learn new skills that they are not familiar with. And as I said, we do it for free, and you guys get some credits on top of Token Factory and AI Cloud. So feel free to join. And there are people from the Nebius Academy here that would love to share more about. That's it. That's a bit about me. If you have any questions, I will be here in the next few hours. So feel free to connect. Feel free to talk to me here.